What is happening, Internet? Welcome to, I guess, my quick little thing. I spoke with my Warner Brothers rep real quick, but we're going to go over a bunch of stuff. This doesn't really change my opinion on the Titans trailer. It was a mixed bag, people. I mean, I think that they were banking on the controversy to do some stuff, but anyway, we're going to be playing some Arkham Knight, terribly. And I figured we would use the new 52 Robin skin because, well, it looks the closest to any, any stuff. So, oh gosh, it's been a crazy day. Also, thank you so much for watching the reaction. I literally was up all day. And I heard the trailer was going to drop, and I was like, it's probably not going to be a dumpster fire. It was okay. I don't know. I'm still, like I said, the jury's out until I see the pilot. Hey, what's up, kitten? How do I even do AR challenges? Nope, that's a new story. No, don't. No, I didn't mean to do that. Don't erase my save game. I just woke up. Oh, holy crap. Oh, gosh. Please tell me I didn't just... Oh, that would suck. That would suck so bad. Oh, this is what I get for... Oh, jeez. I've only had about 4 hours sleep, I think. Yeah, something like that. Okay, good. It didn't erase my thing. I was going to say, holy crap. That'd have been terrible. Oh, 3 years of my life gone. Where do we go again? AR challenges. Jeez. Oh, that would have sucked. Alright, Robin, Crime Alley. Okay, let's do it. Let's punch... What? I already completed all this. Oh, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't really care. Oh, jeez. That would have sucked. Okay, so, spoke to my Warner Brothers rep. I had a lot to ask them about. Learned some cool stuff. Basically, the consensus that Warner Brothers has is, what are you talking about? Dick Grayson didn't kill people. It's like, well, the way that you have the trailer marketed, it really looks like Dick straight up, like, murdered people a la Jason Todd. But they're like, well, Jason Todd's going to be in the show. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, those rumors are true. Awesome. But how do you explain, him going all crazy, like? And they're like, well, I wouldn't say crazy. They said, wouldn't you say he's more akin to Ben Affleck's Batman? Like, this could be Robin from the DC Cinematic Universe. It's like, okay, I can see that. That's pretty dope, But it's like, come on, you gotta admit. I mean, just own up to it. If he killed, just say it. And they're like, well, we're not gonna confirm or deny anything. But eventually I got the guy to admit. He's like, come on, Luke, seriously. You've played the Arkham games. You've covered our Arkham games. Does Robin kill? It's like, well, he certainly kills in that trailer. Come on. And they're like, no, he didn't kill people. They're like, The dude, I said, okay, the guy who got stabbed in the neck, how do you explain that? And they're like, he didn't get stabbed in the neck, that was a collarbone, watch it again. So I watched it again, and it clearly shows Robin either putting a knife or a Bertarang inside the dude's neck. And I know my Arkham gameplay sucks, it's been so long since I played this game. Cut me some slack, Zelda. That's my cat climbing all over me. Like, you're playing Arkham again? Why do you just always play this game? Like, because I love Arkham games? Is that what's going on? Okay, where was it going, Zelda? Crap, how do I deal with the people in the black stuff? Or the red, I don't even remember. So what was I talking about? Stupid cat distracted me. Oh yeah, the combat. So, they're saying it's more akin to the Arkham stuff. The choreography was really cool. The fight that you see in the teaser is from the pilot when Robin has quit Gotham and basically, his colorful words to say about Batman. Oh, wow. We're going to be edgy. We're the new DC Universe. So, yeah, the fight, it's non-lethal for the most part. He told me that they told me that the battle that Grayson has in the alleyway, again, it's like the pilot. It's more extensive. They did a quick cut for the trailer. Robin grabs either the gun or the rifle or whatever, and he's firing over the top of the enemies. some of the guys stumble because they're terrified of being shot, and they're kind of like, whoa, Batman doesn't kill people, so they don't know if Robin's going to kill them or not, which Dick is using to his advantage. Pay no attention to the cat in the background. I have no idea what she's doing. Don't really care. Part of the reason I'm streaming, too, is because Warner Brothers, I love them, but they pretty much... I think that they said that my reaction was not advertiser friendly, so it's a yellowed video. So yeah, I'm cashing in on my stream thing because it was really cool to see. I don't know, I went to sleep and I saw like, what, 100 comments? So there's like 600 comments now. I haven't seen that since the Arkham days, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, they tiptoed around it. I talked to the dude for about, prior to my announcement on Twitter, say about like 6 minutes, because they're really busy on the show floor and stuff like that. And no, I'm not at San Diego Comic-Con, I'm at home, but I still have a lot of people that know me and that work at DC and Warner Brothers and stuff like that, so they still see me as an asset, even though I can be very... what's the word am I looking for? I can be kind of jerky. I don't care. I walk softly and carry a big stick. When I have something to say, whether or not you like it, I'm going to say it. I don't care. I'm Nightwing. I've earned this ego over the years. But anyway, yeah. So, going into the combat, it's going to be more extensive. Robin has left Gotham or Bloodhaven or wherever. I think he's in Bloodhaven. I don't know. I didn't get... They had to jump off the call. But they said for the most part, my reaction was somewhat favorable. Like, they thought I was going to dump on it. What do you mean I'm going to dump on it, DC? Come on, you know me. You know me. It's not one of your cinematic anime movie things, which have been decent. Oh, gosh. But, I mean, it could have been worse. Just because I talked to them, I'm not really going to change my tune. You guys know me better than that. Hopefully. I stick up for quality, usually. But, while I was talking to them, before they jumped off the call, I mean, this isn't, like, big news. Jeff Johns talked about it in his panel. But Jason Todd and Donna Troy are going to be in the show. Which is kind of a big deal, I'd say. Man, I'm just sucking it up so bad. I don't think I'm going to get all my stars. It's been so long since I played this, but we're playing as Robin because we can. Jason Todd and Dick Grayson are going to fight or have like some type of falling out. They didn't say whether or not Jason's been dead, but, you know, there's been a falling out with the Bat family. Just as Jeff Johns said, I can confirm that there will be other Batman family characters in the show. At one point, Batgirl was rumored to be attached to the show. I don't know if that's still true, but Jason Todd definitely will be in it. Tim Drake, don't know. This is still pretty much early in Dick Grayson's thing. And I think the Jason Todd thing, they didn't say if he is going to be Robin or Red Hood. There's going to be some time skips involved. So in the first season, Robin will definitely either at the end of it or midway through it, he will become Nightwing. That I can say, like, I'm pretty sure they're going to announce it, but it's not really subjection at this point. We all knew it was happening just based on, like, some of the stuff that has been leaked for the show. So it's kind of like, okay, cool. So I'm guessing in my own little mind that Grayson as Nightwing is going to meet the new Robin and try to take him under his wing and maybe get him to go against some of Batman's methods. So we're going to see, like, kind of the more brotherly aspect of the Robins. Kind of like, you know how Grayson was with Tim Drake? It's kind of like the big brother type. Which we can see some of that happening with Raven in the pilot. Or, excuse me, not the pilot. Even though most of that stuff's from the pilot. Come on. It's pretty clear. It's evident. So, Jason Todd, I want to say that he's going to be a Robin. They're not... I joked with the guy about the budget. I was like... Because he wouldn't... The only thing I'm upset about is WB would not talk to me about the Starfire thing. I think they're mad at me. They were like, how's your cosplay coming along? It's like, oh, I bought a mop for the hair. I'm trying to be authentic. I didn't pull punches with them. It's like, what the heck are you doing with Starfire? All they talked to me about was Robin and Jason Todd and Donna Troy, which are my favorite characters. But I also like Star, so screw them. They didn't tell me anything. But yeah, I did, I teased them a little bit. It's like, you could put a mop on that actress's hair and it would look better than the wig choice that they used. I didn't care. I'm miffed about that still. They didn't say anything about a super suit. They didn't talk to me about Starfire at all. All I know is about Robin, hence why we're talking about Robin. So, based on the cost of the Robin suit, we're probably going to see another character wear it, and that character will be Jason Todd. Most likely. I can't see them just going the Red Hood route so early. That was only 1 star? That sucked. Let's do that again. I can't remember all Robin's moves. It's been so long. Starfire has hair. Yeah, we can call that mess hair. And yeah, she had curly hair in the 80s, but it looked better than that. Cosplayers. I wanted to bring up the cosplayer thing, but they were like, good call, Luke. I gotta jump off, get back to the show floor. It's like, okay, whatever. I'll be sure to write you an extensive email once I'm more awake. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna stream and talk about it because I didn't sign nothing. I didn't. Most of this stuff's gonna be announced anyway. So, as far as I know. And plus, I'm the Batman guy. I'm gonna talk about Batman stuff. Bat characters that I'm speculating. I'm gonna say Batgirl is gonna show up. Whether or not she's gonna be crippled, don't know. Because Batgirl's gonna be in the DC Cinematic Universe as Batgirl. So I would probably say we're gonna see Oracle. Because she was in the original, what do you call it? She was in the planning stages for the Titans series before it was called Titans. It was gonna be called something else. So most of that, I believe, is still intact. Which is kind of cool. What does Robin do again? Oh yeah, Robin has that like round the world staff move. How do I do that again? It's like circle and square or something like that. I don't know. Round the world. Nope, that's a throw. Crud. Can't remember my moves. How long has it been since I played the Arkham games? Like really played them. I'm talking not like free roam stuff. I'm talking like actually going through and doing stuff in the game. I can't remember. I know how to throw batarangs and stuff, but... And I don't have a shield break thing. Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm actually supposed to be editing videos right now, and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I want to stream. Because I gotta make my money back for that fiasco with the reaction thing. Thanks. Thanks, WB. Appreciate that. Can always count on you to demonetize my videos for supporting you guys and doing the job you asked me to do. Ah, jeez. I'm just like... I am savage today. I'm sorry. Only been up like a little while. On top of that, I have like stuff I gotta do for Power Rangers now. How do you guys feel about Ryu becoming the Ryu Ranger? I kid you not. They're not Saban anymore. I guess I don't work for Saban anymore. I work for Hasbro, which is weird. Can I get like on a Transformers deal, Hasbro? But my Power Rangers guy, he texted me and he was like, hey Luke, heads up. We're gonna need you to cover like Ryu Ranger. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So there's a film coming out with JDF. It's kind of like a Shattered Grid thing. Not what people wanted for a Power Rangers more age-appropriate show starring JDF. Instead, it's going to be a Bat and Sun thing with Street Fighter characters. I kid you not, turning into Power Rangers, and I'm just like, okay. So, yeah, they contacted me to do some Legacy War gameplay on Ryu Ranger or something. I don't know. I still... Is that really a thing? I couldn't really... I have a text. I'm pretty sure it's real. But, I don't know. I'm still more concerned about the whole Titans thing. So, yeah. Jason Todd, probably going to be Robin. Probably going to die. It will cause Dick Grayson to become more emo crazy as Nightwing. But, yeah, I don't... They are... This might upset some people. I don't care. Spoilers, whatever you want to call it. This might upset people, but they are heavily using, which they're not really being shy about, they are really using the New 52 interpretation and DC Rebirth of the Titans. It's pretty clear. I don't know how I feel about that because I don't like what they're doing with Raven. I hated the New 52. I hated Raven in the New 52. Jason Todd I didn't hate in the New 52, but Dick Grayson I did. DC Rebirth is like miles better, including the Titan stuff. Crap, he was all electrified. Sucking it. Really bad. Can't remember how to play. Makes me sad. Round the world. Nope. Why can't I do round the world? I know he does round the world. He like takes his staff and he like smacks people in the head. Going like around the world. Pretty cool. But whatevs. And have a grapple. There we go. Okay, so I can take care of those fools by grappling them. What? What? Did you just shoot me? You did not just shoot me, punk. Don't make me go all edgy on you. I will go edgy, son. I will go super edgy, like DC, whatever. Don't be all electric. You don't get to be electric. That's not happening. All right, so we'll take that away. What are they talking about? What the heck is going on? Oh, right. The New 52 crap. Heavily borrowing from the New 52 with Raven stuff and Starfire, hence why she looks like a hooker. So gone is the sexual innocence of Starfire, and she's just gonna be straight up a Lady of the Night. Awesome. Yay. And that's stuff I learned not from the WB rep, because all they did was talk to me about Robin, because I'm the Batman guy. They're like, Robin, you're going to love this stuff. What do you think of the trailer? Oh, wait, we saw your reaction. We know what you think about the trailer. Oh, my gosh. I'm excited about Jason Todd. Jason Todd, I mean, it's pretty evident. I forget what episode he's going to appear in, but it says Jason Todd, because they're not shy about not announcing it. Oracle, probably. Joker, no. Still don't know who the bad guys are. I want to say Trigon, but probably not. I don't even know who they would... They haven't really given any indication who would be... The pilot is just going to be, like, Dick Grayson fighting... There we go! There we go! Give me all 3 stars, punks! Psh, don't remember how to play, but I'm still kicking butt. I'm awesome like that. Give me that, punk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you... Careful, careful. Almost got edgy like Robin there. Gonna start cussing on the air. Oh my gosh. DC Universe, what are you doing to me? You're making me like, become a bad person. Jeez. Oh, man. I still can't believe it. I'm living in a nightmare after seeing that trailer. No, seriously, I bought that mop head because I was like, I was gonna make my wife cosplay Starfire. It's like, here, let's be show accurate. Here's a mop head. Get you like a purple dress and like a weird, what the heck is that thing? It's a, oh, jeez, what is that thing? It's like a fur coat or something. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about the Starfire thing. I'm gonna get so much hate for the Starfire thing. It's just like whatever. But yeah, the Robin stuff is interesting. At this point, it's like, you know what I was thinking? After like talking to them, it's like Jeff Johns actually did a great job as Robin. It's like, why don't we just get a Robin movie? I might be alone in thinking this, but that scene where Dick Grayson was like kicking butt and taking names like Ben Affleck style, I would see a movie like that. I would put him with Oracle, have her like as a supporting role, like a co-starring role, and have her being like Oracle telling him things to do in Bloodhaven because they work together. Focused more on Dick Grayson as a police officer, which it looks like he's been a cop for a while, so the Robin identity has been retired for a little bit until Batman, I don't know, makes Jason his next Robin or something. Here's the thing I wanted to ask, but I knew they probably wouldn't talk about. Is Batman going to appear in the Titan series, or is it just going to be like... This is his first ever name drop in a live-action show since... Actually, you know what? I believe the Birds of Prey show, they did not mention Batman by name. They called him he. Yeah, I'm talking... Anybody remember that terrible Birds of Prey show on WB? Would have been like 15 years ago? Wait, how many years ago was that dumpster fire of a show? Jeez, I can't remember. But they've never mentioned Batman and Robin by name. It was he and them. And I think they said Tim Drake's name, so they established that there were like 3 Robins in the Birds of Prey show. And yeah, there was a show. Don't look it up. I apologize in advance. Don't look it up, please. Please avoid crud. Avoid that painful train wreck of a show. But yeah, Batman's mentioned. I think it'd be pretty cool if he showed up, or if Affleck's body double showed up. What I really wanted to ask them is, you know, what's going on with the cinematic universe? Because Affleck, as far as everybody knows, he's not showing up to San Diego Comic-Con this year. The Joker guy will be there. Wonder Woman 84. Zachary Levi, my boy. Love Zach. He's going to be there as Shazam. And Aquaman is going to be there. And I think Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are going to be at Comic-Con talking about Batman the Animated Series Blu-ray, which is... excuse me. Batman Animated Series HD, which is exclusive now to the DC Universe app, which originally I thought was going to be like $70 a year. It's actually a pay-for service at $7.99 a month, which is doable. You get free comics. This is not an advertisement for it, because Warner Brothers didn't ask me to promote this. I'm just talking about it now. Just full disclosure. I do work with Warner Brothers. I work with DC when it comes to Batman games and stuff. Not so much comics, because they always flag my videos. What's up with that? It's like there's so many different... They don't know what they're doing. Like, their branches don't. I'm not allowed to be a part of the official DC fan base. Like, they're... You know what I'm talking about. That thing... That, like, horrible YouTube channel. I'm not allowed to be a part of that because of Jason Inman, tool. Whatever. But they still work with me when it comes to the video games because they know I'm awesome. They work with me in... what's his name? I think they still do stuff with Arkham videos. I don't know. But, yeah. No love for Jason still. If it's a... I would be Dick Grayson, Jason Inman would be Jason, so there would be a clash. He's a tool. I'm glad he got fired. Not saying I wasn't responsible for that. I did complain. I did. I talked to their PR department when he pulled that stunt. I didn't care. It's like, screw the guy. Embarrass me online? I'll call HR. And I did. So, meh. But he didn't get fired for a long time, so this probably wasn't my doing. But I did make a formal complaint against him. I don't care. You screw with me, I come after you. I'm feisty like that. Where was I going? Oh yeah, DC fans. Not officially part of that, but I do support stuff. So anyway, DC Universe app, $7.99 a month. You'll get lots of comic arcs. I believe one of the first comic arcs that you can get the entire thing. And it's kind of like, any of you have that DC, what do you call it? Oh, crap, I can't think. Help me out, guys. What is the name of that? Comixology, right? Yeah, that's it. So it's like Comixology, but you only have to pay for the online service. You get Batman the Animated Series HD, Lois and Clark, the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, yay. Batman and Robin, yay. Justice League, the cartoon show, Young Justice Seasons 1 and 2, plus Outsiders. All the stuff that they're not really talking about, I'm talking about. They need to pay me for this stuff. They really do. Stop flagging my videos and just write me a check, DC. I do a better job promoting you than you do. No lie. I'm not bitter, I'm just right. What else? Yeah, so Batman Animated Series, HD, DC Universe app, $7.99 a month. Comics that are going to be a part of the launch, that you can read the entire arc. The Court of Owls, The Death of Superman by Dan Jargens, Wonder Woman New 52. I believe Batman White Knight and the Injustice comics will be included. Not sure. They're going to be adding stuff all the time, but, you know, it'd be pretty cool. Is that all the baddies? Yeah, that's all the people. I'm excited about the Batman animated series thing. That's going to be cool, but I believe there was supposed to be like a Blu-ray or something that was going to release where you could pay for the entire series. I mean, streaming stuff is cool and all that, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. But that'll be part of the app, which they'll be talking about tomorrow or tonight, because Kevin Conroy is there. Oh, we're talking about Arkham? Thank you so much for the donation. What are we talking about, Arkham? I'm mostly here, guys. I'm trying. How long am I streaming? Only streaming for about 60 minutes. And then I'll be done. Because I can't stream for 30 minutes because then I don't make a profit on the stream because YouTube's terrible to me. So, in fact, I'll even tell you people. To live stream on YouTube Gaming, in order to earn revenue, you have to stream for about an hour and 15 minutes. Otherwise, they don't count it. Don't ask me why. YouTube is just... So yeah, we'll be streaming for an hour. You guys can ask me questions. I'll do my best to not have sucky gameplay and all this other stuff. But yeah, you guys have any questions for me about DC Universe? And I'll... Oh, wait! Is that Affleck? Am I being Affleck? Really? No. That's not Affleck, is it? Is that the Affleck skin? Because that'd be pretty dope. Oh, I forgot how to switch characters. Crud. How do I switch? There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, I remember a little bit. Oh, you guys are giving me donations and stuff? Jeez. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and if you guys, just a reminder, this channel is not allowed to show Nintendo content, so if you want to see stuff like Octopath Traveler and, Captain Toad and whatever else I have to do, they're over on my Let's Play channel, K-Wings Let's Plays. And, we're trying to get some merchandise for the Nightwing 01 channel, but my network is like, we want to promote K-Wings Let's Plays, because I will say this to you right now. Full transparency. My network has said, which makes me depressed. I hate when people do this. They said Nightwing 01 is not our priority because it is dead. You have no audience on Nightwing 01. It is a dead channel. Do not make content for it. We will not support it. And I'm just like, wow, really? It's like, I might go like maybe a month making a video, but it's dead? Okay. That'll make me depressed for a week. It's like... Now I know why they never did anything to support my Batman stuff, like, ever. I never got any help. I never will, because they view it as, quote, a dead channel. Networks only care about making money. I will be completely honest. So, yeah, I mean, the donations, guys, the Patreon support, love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Crud. Why did Batman get... I did the same thing that, Robin did. Didn't I? I need to do this again. I'm just sucking it up so bad. After I beat these tools, I will look at your questions for the DC Universe stuff. If not, I'm just going to keep spouting off things I know. Let's talk about Donna Troy. Starfire will be a love interest for Robin, or Dick Grayson, and so will Donna Troy. Which, you know, fans of Donna Troy and Robin... even back in the 80s, thought they were kind of an item. I always saw them as like a brother and sister type scenario. But, I mean, Raven is way too young to enter into any type of relationship with Robin. And you don't want her to, because that'd just be like, ew. Pedophilia. So, love interest will be Starfire. And, you know, it's like a CW drama thing. So, Donna Troy is going to have to be that other... you know, thing to make you keep watching. Be like, oh, Robin and Starfire will have a happy ending. No. Not the first season. But I love Donna Troy. She's awesome. So I'm glad that she's going to be in the show. I have no idea who's playing her yet. I think she's going to, like, appear midway through the first season. And Jason Todd is episode 6. So we're only going to see Robin in costume, or sorry, Dick Grayson in costume for like, as Robin? Who knows? I don't even know what his Nightwing costume is going to look like, or if he's even going to like have a costume as Nightwing. What I would do based on the budget, and I know this is just stupid, but what you do for the final episodes of the Titans where Dick Grayson takes on the Nightwing identity, you zoom in on the mask, and you don't show the full costume, you just have everything silhouetted. And then you can, like, make, you know, the costume for the second series. I don't know. That would be, like, the cheapest, awesomest way to be like, I'm Nightwing now. You just get the Nightwing mask, you have the actor stand in shadows without a cape on, and boom, there's Nightwing. That is such... I wouldn't put it past them. If they could put pom-poms on a talented actress's head and call her Starfire, then they can do that for the Nightwing costume for the first reveal. I'm calling it. Oh, man. I can't wait till they get back from San Diego Comic-Con, because I'm just going to point blank, like, on the phone, be like, so thanks for the info. My fans appreciated it, but I gotta know. The budget had to go to, like... Robin and Hawk and Dove, and the gritty atmosphere, like all the budget, like all the other heroes. Donna Troy, she's gonna have like civilian attire, right? Starfire's not gonna get her space costume until like near the end of the series. She's gonna be dressing like a dime store, like streetwalker. Beast Boy's gonna be rocking the hoodie, and so will Raven. It's like just admit it. The fans will forgive you. We just need an explanation, because there's no way. Because I found something out, gang. Here's something interesting. The costume designer of the Titans is a famous Hollywood TV show costume designer. It's not some person right out of high school or college with like a degree in like doing like makeup and crap. No, it's a legit famous individual who is doing the costumes for the show. Like, we're talking like some of the costumes are DC cinematic, like, quality. So, I mean, there's no excuse for them, like, taking, like, what's the word am I looking for? I've seen all kinds of stupid excuses for, like, how some of the characters look, like, from a lot of people that say, I'm a toxic fan and stuff like that. First, screw you. And second, like, there's no excuse for it. Because they have a talented individual making the costumes. It's almost like, okay... We'll admit it. We blew the budget on Robin because we wanted people to be like, you know, this is not Joel Schumacher's Robin. Hawk and Dove are characters that, you know, are also, they've been heroes for a long time. We'll use the argument that these characters, you know, aren't superheroes yet. They're just running around in civilian attire. We can get away with that. We're DC. No. What they did is the costume designer went to Walmart and just picked out a bunch of random stuff and was like, okay, this is for Beast Boy, because he's going to be green with CGI. We're going to make Starfire's eyes green, but we're not going to make her powers green because we only have the budget for fire that we ripped off Game of Thrones. Or the Human Torch. Oh, jeez. Raven's easy. We're just going to go to Hot Topic. Boom, done. All right, let's start shooting. You know? No, this is a honest to God famous costume designer who did the stuff for Robin and all these other people. So, yeah. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. But yeah, I mean, part of the show, it's exciting. Things that you need to like about it. Robin is awesome. Robin will be a detective or like some type of police officer in Bloodhaven, which he was during the amazing Chuck Dixon run, which is still the best Nightwing thing ever. If you have not read the Chuck Dixon run of Nightwing, read it. He was not the one who had like that one girl raped Dick Grayson. That was after the Chuck Dixon run. Also, a lot of you people need to show mad respect to Chuck Dixon because he gave you the Tim Drake you wanted in comics that DC has yet to deliver all these years later. They still don't know how to write Tim Drake without Chuck Dixon. Nightwing, I will give you it. Nightwing, DC Rebirth, the writer does a slamming job. Not as good as Chuck Dixon, but he's still pretty good. And Batgirl's going to be playing a huge role in Dick Grayson's relationship. in his comic book, as well as she's going to kind of become like a partner character, which is awesome. Dick Grayson works well with other characters, so that's cool. You're going to see that dynamic in the Titans show, to some extent, with other Bat Family characters who will be making cameos, which we already talked about if you guys are new to the stream. Bum. What else? Donna Troy, love interest / awesome civilian attire. I don't know if it's happening in the first season, but space is going to come into play for Starfire, as they said in, like, I forget where this got leaked, but each character brings some type of connection to the DC universe. Starfire brings the sci-fi space element of things that can happen in the show. Raven brings the supernatural. Beast Boy brings in Doom Patrol. Let's see what else. Robin brings in the Bat Family, which are going to appear in the show. Whether or not Batman's going to show up, don't know. But other characters in the Bat Family will be showing up, starting with Jason Todd, who will either be Robin or Red Hood. We don't know. There's going to be a time skip. That is official. Because the actor does become Nightwing. Robin is in the pilot as Dick Grayson. And let's clear up the air a little bit. A lot of people are like, Dick Grayson is not edgy like Jason Todd. Dick Grayson had a lot of angst when Batman fired him. Hence why he's like, bleep Batman. He is on his own in, I believe it's Bloodhaven or Jump City. I don't know. I need to get a clarification. I wasn't paying attention to whatever they were, I was grilling them and asking them really important questions that I could then make a video on, because I knew they weren't going to have me sign anything because they're wicked busy on the show floor. So I can pretty much get away with murder at this point. So, let's see. Dick Grayson, he had a potty mouth in the 80s. Oh, crap. What happened? I failed. No, I didn't. Oh, I can't get hit? Really? Cool. I was spouting off all that stuff and I didn't get hit? I'm awesome. And I haven't played this game in years. Still got it! DC, make more of this game. Because it's awesome. Give me that Tag Team Batman game I've always wanted. So wait, I can't break combo or I can't get hit? I don't know. I think it's I can't get hit. Oh, crud! No, I can get hit. No, I can't get hit! Ah! Ah! Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Batman's gonna appear. He might, but I doubt it. I doubt it. The Bat embargo is in place, people. If Batman appears outside, because he can't even appear in the CW. What makes you think that he's gonna appear on the paid-for service for Warner Brothers DCU app? I don't see that happening. I just don't. Call me crazy, but I just I don't see it happening at all. I think he'll get references. I think Bruce Wayne could appear, maybe. Like a phone call, and Grayson sees that Bruce is calling, and he like breaks his phone, something like that. There you go. There's a Batman cameo. Don't want to talk to you, Bruce. But yeah, getting back to Grayson, when he was fired from Robin in the 80s and was replaced by Jason Todd, what a lot of people don't know is there were actually two Robins in the DC universe in the 80s. You had Jason Todd and you had Dick Grayson. Even though Dick Grayson was on the other side of the world and sometimes doing like space stuff, he was still using the Robin identity until 1983. So for a full year, a very different interpretation of Jason Todd with blonde hair, who dyed it, black to look like Dick, was Batman's Robin, and he was essentially a full-blown copycat Robin. We're talking like, golly gee willikers, Batman, holy this and holy that. He was like the 60s Robin, because they were like, DC felt uncomfortable with Dick Grayson wearing the pixie boots and stuff, like working with Batman when he was a college dropout. So they got like a young kid to replace Dick Grayson called Jason Todd, who was a carbon copy Dick Grayson. He was an acrobat in the circus. He did not have his cool origin until after the Flash died, Barry Allen, in Crisis on Infinite Earths. So the edgy, like, bratty Jason Todd that people either grew to love or hate in the 80s was not established until the late 80s. Like, he was not... So, for one full year in 1983, Robin appeared in 2 comic books as 2 different characters. The Titans book, it was Dick Grayson, Man Wonder with the shiny thigh legs and the weird pixie boots, and then you had like preteen Jason Todd, who dyed his hair and worked with Batman, and he was an acrobat who, get this, his family was killed by criminals. Yeah, they retconned that real quick. But Dick Grayson had quite an attitude. When the Titan books really took off with the new Teen Titan books, Dick Grayson was a very potty-mouthed, angry, rebellious guy who at times was really violent. Even once he took on the Nightwing identity, he was not a really nice... He wasn't the guy that you guys grew up with in the animated series, like this really kind-hearted, you know, whatever. He had that aspect to him, but he hid it a lot because of how he was treated by Batman. I mean, you know, it got worse as the modern age happened, but even the 80s, like, he felt betrayed by being replaced, and originally he was fired because Two-Face shot him. And Batman was like, you know what, you do a good job and all that other stuff, but I can't come out and tell you that I'm concerned about all this stuff happening with you out in the field, essentially wearing a bright bullseye and fighting criminals with me, so I'm just going to do the really dastardly thing and fire you. No reason. You did a great job, but go back to school, and, you know, you're not a crime fighter. You're not going to take over for me. It's too dangerous, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't even say it's too dangerous. You got shot by Two-Face, you're careless, you're fired. That was the 80s. So, Robin went back to the Hudson University for a while, and then he quit. And then he moved to, it was either New York City or California. I don't remember. And he restarted the Titans as the new Teen Titans. He met Victor Stone, got kissed by Starfire, met Raven, Beast Boy, and I believe Wally West and Donna Troy and Speedy stuck around for the first couple years of the new Teen Titans books. I don't remember. A lot of people forget that Speedy, Wally West, and Donna Troy were a huge part of the new Teen Titans books. It wasn't just Raven, new characters Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and Beast Boy, or Changeling as he was called. The original Titans from the 60s were in it too. Sometimes Aqualad, but not really, from what I remember. They added a lot of new characters, and it was a really, for the day, I would call it a pretty edgy book. Like, a lot of stuff happened in it. The Batman books were getting dark, and some of the DC books were getting kind of dark, but the Titans books were very popular. If it wasn't for the Titans books and the Uncanny X-Men in the 80s, before the graphic novels of Batman and things like that, comic books was dying. So the most successful books were the new Teen Titans with Robin and Pixie Shorts, and then later Nightwing. That was a huge deal when he became Nightwing. That was like ground shaking, and I was only a baby with like a pacifier, so I wasn't like, I'm not that old, people, give me a break. I just, like, in the 90s, I really got into the new Teen Titans books because the Titans books at the time was really stupid. In the 90s, like, everything was extreme, and Robin came from the future as a killer called Death something. I don't remember. It was stupid. Something about, like, how he was... It was weird. It was weird. And then, of course, Chuck Dixon made Nightwing so much cooler than what the Titans books were doing to him. So, I mean, everything can have a terrible run at some point, you know? Nothing is flawless forever. The Titans books became like a dumpster fire mid-90s, and then they got better with the Outlaw, or what? What was it? Not Outlaws. Was it Outsiders? No. Crap, what was it called? What is... it's not the Outsiders. What? Is it the Outsiders? No. Crap, I can't remember the group that Nightwing founds after the Titans. Ah, jeez, stupid brain. It was a group that had Arsenal and stuff like that. It was really edgy and crap. I don't know. Ah, boo. Broke my freaking combo. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, the Titans books became, like, hot trash in the 90s, and then Nightwing got his own solo book. But before that, he had a tenure as, I think what really gave the character justice was The Prodigal Son, where he took over the role of Batman for, like, a couple months after Jean-Paul Valley, while Batman was recovering, and then the Nightwing books, the Nightwing miniseries happened after that with Chuck Dixon, and that became a full-blown successful comic book that he wrote until 2002. And he was actually, people don't realize this. This is why I say Chuck Dixon is amazing, and he's one of the most influential comic people that I would love to meet, is he was writing the Nightwing book and the Tim Drake Robin book, which was a completely different tone and had totally different characters at the same time monthly. So he was doing the Nightwing Bloodhaven's like Oracle stuff, and he was doing the spoiler / Tim Drake like dynamic duo stuff at the same time every single month for almost 10 years. That's a lot of work. You got to give the guy props for that, because he created the identity of the characters that you love. Like, he took Nightwing and made him cool and nice again. In the original Titans books, until after he took on the Nightwing identity, he was living up to his name, which I'm not going to say, because I'm still mostly family-friendly. Wait, Robin is not a character? Yeah, Robin's a character I can play with here. So, yeah. Dick Grayson swore. Dick Grayson had burst of rage. So, as much as I hate to admit it, the Titans trailer that you saw, he is comic accurate for the first time you meet Starfire and company. He's an angsty, angry guy who will randomly go and pick fights and do whatever he can. That's what he does. That's Robin. So it's not like, oh, they should have cast Jason Todd. People saying that, and I'm trying to be nice about this, they don't know jack about Robin. They don't know about Dick Grayson. That's why you guys have me. All the YouTubers are going to be like, oh, they should have just cast Jason Todd. It's like, Jason Todd's going to be in it, but Dick Grayson, even as Batman, he would let a couple loose words out as his Dark Knight because he would get angry. He was more relatable in the sense that Batman, Batman created like this mythic figure, but Nightwing, when it came push comes to shove, his girlfriend Oracle would always remind him on the comms too, like language. That was a thing even before the Captain America jokes in the movies. Like, Oracle would try to keep Nightwing humble because she didn't appreciate her pretty boy having a potty mouth. Not to the extent of, like, Deadpool, mind you, or something like that, but he would let things slip in his books every once in a while. So, that happened. And he also has gone off the handle and almost killed a couple villains. At one point, he thought that he got so close to Tim Drake, his third brother, or second brother, whatever. In the 90s, he thought that Joker had killed Tim Drake. So he got to where Joker was, and he almost killed him. Like, he beat Joker nearly to death. He was the only Bat family member to do it, and it was a pretty dark comic book. Like, he was over Joker's body, and he was just, like, mercilessly beating him to death, and he had no empathy. He was just like, I'm gonna kill you! Because you killed my brother, and he was just going nuts. Nobody could stop him. Oracle was, like, screaming in his ear, like, Dick, don't! Tim Drake's alive! And then, like, they pan out at the end of the comic, and you see Joker, like, barely breathing, and Nightwing is, like, over him with his knuckles full of blood, and Joker's just, like, there in a pool of his own blood, and, like, the readers are shocked, like, did Nightwing kill the Joker? And, of course, a couple issues later, you just realize that Joker survived the beating, barely. But yeah, Nightwing almost killed the Joker. And he didn't get reprimanded for it or anything. He became kind of moody in his own books. Like, oh my gosh, I did a horrible thing and I can't be a superhero anymore. And I think that's when him and Oracle really like stepped up their relationship, because she really helped him out with his mental state of mind. And then, of course, because the writers didn't want Dick Grayson and Oracle to be happy, they break them up for stupid reasons like, oh, Nightwing's stuck in the past and always talking about, hey, Batgirl, remember the time where... And it's like, I'm not Batgirl anymore, I'm a crippled person, you jerk. It's like, yeah, their breakup was so stupid. It was just like, we don't know how to write them as a couple because we view marriage as something stupid. Yeah. So that happened. But yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, Nightwing / Robin in the Titans trailer is 80s accurate Robin. It's, you guys, you were spoiled by, you know what Robin you had? Okay. The Robin that you guys grew up with, not the one I grew up with. The Dick Grayson I grew up with was, he was nice in the 90s. He was a Cyclops jerky leader that a lot of people didn't like at times because he was very angsty and whatever. The Robin that you grew up with in the Titan show on Cartoon Network was the Chuck Dixon Robin. He was a combination of Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Dick Grayson. And basically, he felt more like the Chuck Dixon Robin than anything on screen ever. And people loved that Robin. He had a lot of the great Dick Grayson stories. He had the attitude of Jason Todd. He had the brilliance of Tim Drake. It was a great Robin conglomerate, but it was the Chuck Dixon Robin. So that's why people loved it. When people begged DC, oh, we want great Tim Drake stories again, it's like, you want Chuck Dixon back then. Because you won't get it any other way, because the people that have written Tim Drake, even in DC Rebirth, they don't get him. They still don't. They turned him into a, like, Brother Eye robot thing recently, and it's like, what the heck, DC? Seriously. And you know, with Jim Lee gone now and a part of the DC Cinematic Universe taking over Jeff Johns' spot, Dan Dido has free reign of the DC Universe and no checks and balances anymore. So DC Comics is going to become utter garbage. And he's probably going to kill another Robin, because that's what he does. He hates Robin. He's the one, it's not, people need to back off like Tom King. He's not the one responsible for not letting Batman and Catwoman get married. It's Dan Dido. He's the guy that needs a bodyguard, because he is an utter tool. The guy needs to be gone. He's been trying to kill Robins and do all kinds of crazy stuff to the DC Universe since the 90s. And now he has, like, full reign of everything. You people need to be scared. Like, everybody's like, oh, you know, DC's better than Marvel. Not for much longer. Dan Dido is unchecked. Jim Lee is focusing on, like, the cinematic universe. He's gone. And Jeff Johns is just a writer. So, yeah, there's no protection anymore from Dido. Be warned. I'm telling you now, be warned. And he is not nice to the fans either. He doesn't care. So, hey babe. I figured because, well, I had to stream because, like, yeah, I'm almost done though. I'm glad, sweetheart. Crud. Oh no! No! Do I keep my stars? My wife came home! No! No! Oh crap!
Oh, you should have a second entrance where you have a little red light that says, "Go up the stairs, Amber, I'm recording."
No, I'm almost done with my stream, honey. We've been having a lot of fun. We're talking about Dan Dido currently because everybody's like, oh, DC's gonna be great. It's like Ethan Van Sciver's gone. Jeff Johns is just a writer. He has no like real control over. What was great about DC is because yeah, the guy who did Green Lantern was gone because of his political beliefs, which is stupid. I think he has like a YouTube channel called like Pro Secrets or something. I don't know. The guy responsible for Green Lantern Rebirth with Jeff Johns is gone.
Isn't that against the Constitution to fire someone based on their beliefs?
Yes.
Oh, so they could
No, according to people, Dan Dido was responsible for Ethan Van Sciver being, like, let go or whatever. But he has... Here's the thing. I forgot about this. He has a thing called Cyberfrog. You remember, like, all the amphibian characters in the 90s? Like, everybody... Like, Street Sharks and... Oh, crap. Mummies Alive doesn't count. I know there was other, like, stupid animal things. So, before he joined DC Comics... for 20 years, he had a thing called Cyberfrog, which I remember seeing this, and I was like, wow, that'd make a great animated series. So he made a, I don't know, a Kickstarter or something. I don't know. I'm not a Green Lantern fan, so I know of him, but, like, he did, like, one Batman book, the art for it, and the art was really good, but the story sucked. Yeah. But, like, I'm not diminishing the guy's talent. Like, he almost made me read Green Lantern. Like, he did Green Lantern for years and brought him back after Hal Jordan. Like, DC didn't know what to do with Hal Jordan. So, like, Ethan Van Sciver and Jeff Johns, they did the Green Lantern Rebirth stuff, which was amazing. And also, he was the one who helped create the, you know, the emotional spectrum of the Green Lantern rings? How, like, when we were a kid, it was just Green Lantern, Yellow Lantern. Yeah. Ethan Van Sciver, I don't even know if I'm saying the name right, whatever. But Jeff Johns and him were responsible for creating all the Green Lantern rings in the DC, not DC Rebirth, the Green Lantern Rebirth, which was before the New 52, and, you know, so he was responsible for all that stuff. Got fired based on political beliefs or whatever, which is against the law, as far as I know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He did a Batman book. Since I only follow Batman stuff, his art was okay, but it reminded me of... There was this... I don't know why he didn't do his Green Lantern style for that Batman book, because that Batman book was terrible. He's an artist. He experiments with stuff.
You can't get fired for your race, creed, or religion, and your beliefs in your creed.
Tell that to Marvel and DC, because they've been doing that. Like, Dan Dido's been cleaning house. So Jim Lee, as I'm telling people, he's like in charge of the DC Cinematic Universe now and DC Animation. So he's not like he probably still has that title, but he's not going to be there when Dido is like... Jim Lee is the reason why Nightwing survived Forever Evil. Jim Lee is the reason, and Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver are the reason that Dick Grayson survived Final Crisis. Without those guys, Dan Dido was going to kill Nightwing. It was Jim Lee and Jeff Johns that saved Nightwing from the axe in Forever Evil. I don't know what it is. I want to make amends with Dan Dido because, I mean, he's done some cool things for Batman. He likes Batman. He likes Superman. He likes good stories, but he hates sidekick characters. He doesn't believe that they can do stuff on their own. Like, he adamantly hates them.
But except for Robin can.
No, he hates Robin. He was the one... He was the guy responsible. Everybody hated the New 52. Dan Dido is the one responsible for condensing all of Robin's time, all the Robins, in 5 years. He's the one who condensed that. That was him. That was not Jim Lee. Jim Lee said, and I quote, "We need to keep the continuity intact for the Robins to make sense." And Dido's like, screw that. They've only been Robins for 5 years, and each Robin only had 1 year. 1 year. That was Dido.
How do they decide on it? Do they all vote, or does Jim Lee just go, oh, I own half of this?
They had kind of an old school way of doing things. They would all sit around like this table and have notebooks and storyboards, and they would just like eat pizza and hang out and like, you know, bash out ideas. And most of Dan Dido's ideas used to get shot down. But he's the one who hired Zoe. He's the one who hired Bendis. Jim Lee and all those other people had no say because they're all doing different things now. Dan Dido is flying and controlling DC without any checks and balances now. So people need to be concerned. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're going to find out at Comic-Con that things are going to go more the Marvel route. Please don't say that. I'm wearing a Marvel shirt. Oh, right. All right, so anyway, obviously I'm not going to really do well at this because I'm getting kind of angry. So let's open up the floor to comments. I don't want to retry the challenge. I want to leave. I'm tired of losing. I'm getting upset.
I like the Marvel shirt on you. It's one of your... We have lots of Marvel shirts because they make more nice t-shirts. The quality is better. DC doesn't make very good quality t-shirts.
Hey, my Nightwing shirts are awesome.
No, they're not. They're scratchy. They don't hire good enough companies to make good material. They're like only concentrating on the design, not how it feels.
Well, the designs for DC shirts are awesome, but yeah.
They are, but look at this is why you're wearing these Marvel shirts. Look at the comfort.
It's not itchy.
The comfort level of this. Is
Okay,
like,
okay, stop promoting Marvel on my DC stream. Thank you very much.
Good job, Marvel, for your choice in companies that make good quality fabric for your t-shirts. I approve. This stream is sponsored by Marvel.
No! Stop that! Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, Jim Lee, responsible for so many cool things. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see, where was it going?
Everyone's saying what t-shirt they're wearing now.
That's cool.
What kind of t-shirts are you guys wearing at home? Guess what kind of t-shirt I'm wearing. I think anyone can guess. You could probably guess without looking at me. What's my favorite character? It's Hello Kitty!
Oh. Sorry, I didn't see that.
It's hard to see. It's really faded because I wear this shirt a lot. So basically, I think the people at my store like kind of think I'm like wicked poor or something because I'm like, oh, I'm getting cereal for the week. And they're like, oh, I guess you can live on that. And
why don't you
I buy other things.
Amber, I kind of want to wrap up the stream, so if you could... No, listen to me before you go, please. Yeah. Grab my phone, and, like, I'm opening up the floor to comments about the Titans trailer and what I know and how... Because I can't look at the comments and play this stupid game at the same time.
But don't you think Raven's original origin was better than the one it is now?
We already went over that. I'm serious. Guys, if you have questions for Amber, she is home. She's looking at the chat right now. I can answer some questions about what I know. If you guys are just joining the stream and you want to know about if Robin killed people or whatever, if he's, like, comic accurate, blah, 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 blah. I went over some stuff during this hour stream, but I've been unable to look at the chat because I am not Superman. So yeah. You see any... It would be the Nightwing 01 channel.
I am on there.
Okay.
Everyone is saying what shirt they're wearing.
Oh.
I am wearing a Joker shirt. I'm wearing Steven Universe shirt. I'm wearing Batman Arkham City symbol t-shirt. Dan Dido is an idiot. I don't think that's a type of t-shirt. Okay.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I don't think these are all t-shirts. I'm wearing a Cuphead t-shirt. Flash t-shirt. Okay. Let's get to the question. Well, the question was what you guys think about the Teen Titans trailer. I'm sorry, Titans.
They're not Teen Titans. Robin is like...
Someone's wearing a Vegeta t-shirt.
Robin is like super established. Oh. So he's I'm pretty sure he's been Robin for like years. But he had a falling out with Batman. He's angry.
Any news on Wally West, K-Wing?
No. My phone call, or like the thing lasted about like 6 minutes. Google, whatever they call it. It's like a Skype thing on Google. I don't know. Because like they didn't have time to write out an email explaining things. And I personally like talking to people more than reading emails because I can get more, like, information. So, yeah. Like, the only characters that I heard, which were officially announced, are Jason Todd and Donna Troy. Wally West is a huge part of the Titans, and people have to understand that Jeff Johns is a huge Wally West fan. Jeff Johns was, even though he was the head of the DC Cinematic Universe for a while, he was kind of responsible for helping get Wally West back into comics during the DC Rebirth. Like, you know, so...
Oh, okay, then someone was asking about Roy Harper, but
Speedy? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hello, Cyber Tiger 45. How's it going? Do you think they will bring in Red X from John Cow?
You know, if I'm thinking about it now... They never said that Red Hood is going to be in the Titans show. And they never really... Some people have said over the years that Red X is Jason Todd. Like, So why don't we put it out here? There's no confirmation. This is just a rumor now that we're starting. So I want to see this happening on Reddit after this video, but I'm going to say that it would make a lot of sense for Jason Todd, after he appears as Robin, to come back and mess with the Titans as the Red Hood, the Red X, the first official live-action interpretation of Red X in this R-rated drama. That would be awesome. That would be way cooler than Red Hood. Because he's going to be too young to be Red Hood.
I didn't even see... Someone was commenting about Beast Boy. I didn't even see Beast Boy in the trailer.
Dang it.
I don't even see him there. Do you think that Cyborg will be in the show from Time Master?
Cyborg... This is just a rumor, but there was an actor... There were a couple actors who showed up for a Titans casting about 6 months ago, and how the rumor got started that Titans was going to be an R-rated show is the actor who was trying out for Cyborg was dropping a lot of F-bombs in like a couple of his dialogues with the Titans or a villain. Originally, Cyborg was supposed to be getting his own like live-action show that's not happening. The principal cast for Titans, the 4 main leads are Robin, Starfire, Raven, and what's her name? Starfire,
Raven, Beast Boy,
and Robin, right?
Yeah.
So the guest characters that will be appearing that may become main characters are going to be Donna Troy, and I think, well, Hawk and Dove are also technically mains, but they're also guest characters. They are familiar with Robin's professional crime-fighting career, and I believe they come after him on orders not from Batman, but the Justice League, because he's out of control. I don't know, because...
Wait, they come after who?
Robin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were explaining to me that Robin was grumpy before he was in the Teen Titans.
I spoke about that for like 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
I said it in the 80s. I was saying that the person that they think Robin is in the animated series and all this other stuff, I mean, that Robin was because of Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, and because of that inspiration, that Robin became the Robin of the comic books when Chuck Dixon, who was a fan of the animated series, brought on a lot of those ideas. Because, I mean, yeah, Nightwing was like the big brother type of the DC universe, but he was kind of a jerk in the 80s for a while.
Yeah, okay, somebody was saying maybe because Cyborg is in the Justice League. Or something, or whatever.
But here's the thing. I mean, the Batbargo, yes, it's in place. The Flash exists. DC is going for a multiverse. Like, we don't know where this Robin takes place. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is not affiliated with the DC Cinematic Universe or the CW. This is another DC multiverse where Batman is established, the Bat family's established, Joker's established, the Titans are established. Cyborg will probably show up in the show. He's too big of a Titans character to just be like, no.
Yeah, because he was like, you know, like basically he and Robin basically ran the Teen Titans and the extremely popular Teen Titans show.
Dang it.
Him and Robin were like the two dynamic duo.
Ah!
The two best friends, kind of. Well, unless it was Cyborg and Beast Boy that were best friends.
Cyborg and Beast Boy were best friends.
Alright, so Daniel in the chat says, Dan Dido, didn't he make Grayson as Batman and Damian as Robin?
Nope.
Oh.
That was Grant Morrison.
Ah, so he did not make those people.
He didn't like that idea. He wanted to... You don't understand that. He never got behind the idea of having Dick Grayson. The only proponent against the Grant Morrison awesome run of Grumpy Robin and Gleeful Batman was Dan Dido. Dan Dido did not like that idea. Dan Dido wanted Grayson to die. And he's always wanted Grayson to die.
Yeah, so Dan Dido, I don't think likes Robins in general, but I don't know.
Dan Dido's original vision for Battle of the Cowl was to have, like, no Batman, and Nightwing just do his thing. and
So-
Jason Todd to be like a main villain.
Yeah, so he didn't really make those characters, he
No.
just ruined them.
Battle for the Cowl was because of Grant Morrison and Jim Lee and Jeff Johns, like all like, you know, sitting around the table and talking about crap. I can't talk and play this.
Sorry. Hello, Master Sword. How's it going? I don't know if you mean like is Batwoman gonna be in the show, because I mean, it says a Batwoman show on CW.
Batwoman show is gonna be on the CW.
So it is gonna be on the CW, and I don't know anything about. I'm more of a Batgirl fan, so I don't really know too much about Batwoman. And
Batwoman doesn't have a lot.
So is she gonna? Except for I know her name is Kate, and she used to be in the military or something. I don't know. And yeah, so I don't really know if she's gonna have friends on the show or what.
I can sum up Batwoman in a paragraph, pretty much, because she's had no lasting villain. The only villain she's ever had is her twin sister, or her sister. She complains about her sexuality all the time in her books. And her origin, which is really interesting, she gets kidnapped. Her mother, her sister, and her get kidnapped to get to her father, who is this big profile general. And her sister and mother are killed. She uses that pain to become a vigilante like her cousin, but most of her books are wasted on her sexual orientation.
Well, all I know is that she's Rodimus.
That's all she ever does. Every book that I've ever read for Batwoman, she complains about not being accepted for who she is, and she always complains about why she was kicked out of the military. The only time that I can think of that she really had an interesting arc was the recent Detective Comics stuff, where she was a better character in that, because they focused more on what she can do with the team rather than who she is as a person, and the writing was really good. And that was pretty much it. But then also she kills people. So I mean,
yeah, that's the thing, is like any heroes that cross the line, like that's what I
that is
like
why
Jason Todd, and also Robin, who's apparently crunching people's skulls. I don't know if I like him anymore.
That's why I never did a lore on Batwoman, is because I tried to comb through. I read about 60 issues, and how I'm able to really compile a lot of lore is I'm able to get a lot of interesting things the characters did. The Batgirl books, or excuse me, the Batwoman books of the pre-52 and the new 52 are slice of life things about her being gay. I hate to say it, but that's all it was. So when I read through all those books trying to find something interesting to compile a 20-minute lore video, I could not. And
Yes,
I've never done it.
And to sum up what Gaming said, we wish that it was more like the stories were more focused on like action and like fighting crime rather than personal stuff.
Because there are high-profile gay characters in the DC universe that have more character development than Kate Kane does.
Yeah. So yeah. Also, do you know if there is
Midnighter's a perfect example.
A new Arkham game coming out from Spencer Thomas?
No.
Also, somebody said, what do you think of the actress who played Starfire from Michael? I have to say, Michael, I have seen her Twitter. She looks really pretty on her Twitter, and she seems like a really nice person, and she's always nice to people, so... But she looks so different in the show than on her Twitter.
The Starfire thing, she's a talented actress who took bad direction. Like, she should not have put on the Walmart clothing and the Party City wig.
She looks so beautiful in her profile picture, and then you see her in the trailer, and it's like... What?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's my opinion on her. Like, if they just switched up whoever her stylist is in the show, it would look so much better. Sorry.
If Titans wasn't going to be a show, what? I would like to see that comment.
Oh, that's like recent here.
If Titans wasn't going to be a show, what would something DC?
Blue Beetle? Question mark? Amazing Spidey.
A Blue Beetle show would be kind of fun.
That would be awesome. I would like that.
Okay, here we go. I'll pitch a Blue Beetle show. Jaime gets the scarab. He doesn't know what to do with it, and he's having like all these changes happen in his life. And all of a sudden, like, a businessman out of nowhere approaches him by the name of Ted Cord, who used to be a superhero known as Blue Beetle. He takes the kid under his wing, and he teaches him how to use, like, all these sci-fi powers. and eventually the Reach end up coming to Earth, and Jaime has to step it up and protect everybody. Whether or not his mentor dies at the end, we don't know, because, well, it's a drama show and characters always die in the first season. But I would do a Jaime... It would basically be like a Batman Beyond show. You'd have Jaime as the superhero, learning to do his stuff, and you'd have Ted Kord in his back, helping him out. That's what I would do.
Okay, Nicholas says, "Hi, I was the highlighted comment on your Toad video. I would like to say thank you for the support. I also am on Twitch, Nicarobo." So thanks, Nicholas. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. And I'm trying to find everything. Then we've got a lot of questions, actually. Oh my gosh, I can't find the one you were looking for, because...
It's okay.
Hello, Tyler says, please notice me. Mario says, I'm thinking maybe Beast Boy is just gonna act like animals, not transform into them. I don't know.
Okay, here's... I was on Reddit a little while ago, before I streamed. I was just... Because, I didn't know what I was going to talk about for an hour. So, with Beast Boy, they're saying... And this is not official. Do not say that you heard this from me. But... do you guys remember how Vixen was in the CW when she would use her powers? Like, it would be like, you'd see like a spirit force.
Yes.
This is not official. But when Beast Boy uses his powers, you may see like a CGI aura around him instead of an actual transformation.
So he's not going to become an animal. He's going to use animal spirit powers. He's going to be Vixen.
He will have the green skin because of his disease that happens during the Doom Patrol, which the Doom Patrol will be in the show. They will cameo because they're going to have their own series. That's happening. Whether or not Beast Boy is going to transform or not, nobody is saying... Because the show is still being worked on. Like, the pilot episode is this fall.
Yeah. Can I say something to Avocado AMV?
Sure.
Or no? It says, what about Raven? It looks like her story is the most dramatic and interesting.
New 52.
Okay, I have to say something about that. Luke had to explain it was a New 52 because I remember... I had to look up the old origin of Raven. The old origin of Raven, no, you already went over it. She was on Azeroth and she had to escape, so she was already trained by Trigon to be a weapon. Then she escaped, so she was hiding her demon nature, and, like, her human face isn't even her true form. Like, that's her hidden... But in the New 52, I guess, she doesn't even know she has powers at 15.
She's like a 15-year-old in the New 52. And Jeff Johns said that he liked... the New 52.
But you said that story won awards or something.
I don't want to say the New 52 won awards.
Maybe.
Don't put that... Don't...
But people did like it, and I think it will be dramatic and interesting. However, I still like the original one, because it's so cool that she's so far... Like, people even...
Wally is going to... He's in the CW series. Wally is not probably going to appear in Titan Season 1.
Can I say something and then I'll read the rest of the comments? Because people say, well, she's unrelatable if she's a demon creature and she has it all together. That's what makes her so cool! Like, she doesn't worry about anything. She's so powerful. She could just obliterate everyone, like, at any time. She just has to hold it in. Because she doesn't want to use her demon nature too much. She's not like us. She wouldn't react like us. That's why she has to... she's different. That's why she's Raven. Also, I don't like the fact that Luke told me that maybe she was supposed to be, like, Asian, and she's not. So, her face, like, on the show...
Jewish/Asian.
Oh, on the show, like, her face looks so sweet and innocent, like a porcelain doll, like, when I was watching the trailer, and I was like, she doesn't look demonic. Like, she didn't look as edgy as I thought. She looked too sweet.
Another key thing about Raven that a lot is not really going to translate well to live action is when Raven would speak, it would sound like kind of ghostly. Like when they changed how Tara Strong kind of did something in the Titans like animated series, but Marv Wolfman and Perez said that when Raven spoke in the new Teen Titans in the 80s, she had like a very ghostly, demonic sound to her. Like when they would write her speech bubbles, it would, like, have kind of, like, this faded / like, warbly effect to it to show that she wasn't human, really. So but I'm pretty sure they figured out that does not translate well for live action, or it doesn't really work well for cartoons. So Tara Strong, when she did the voice, she did it very like raspberry and you know.
Did we already answer if there's a new Arkham game coming?
No new Arkham game coming that I know of. I would be one of the first people to know, and I don't know.
Okay, people are asking a lot of questions about Jason Todd, all this stuff. I'm trying to figure out
Jason
everything.
Todd will appear in the show as either Robin or probably Red X. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's going to appear as Red Hood because I'm pretty sure that he is not dead yet. If Batgirl shows up in the show, it'll be as a flashback with Robin. Oracle is rumored to be in the show at some point because she was attached to the original project that Jeff Johns wrote, and most of it got approved. Cyborg is possibly going to appear as a guest character later on in the show as well.
Can you read Black Mirror and do a review on it? Hello, K-Wings.
Black Mirror?
From CD Dark Knight. I don't know that one.
Black Mirror is a Batman story.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Well, alright, people were talking about the Batman line. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. I guess it's a meme now.
It's a meme. Yeah, it's like the All-Star Batman line.
I just feel like if he says that, does that mean he hates Batman? I can't understand what that means.
I already talked about it.
Alright, you already talked about it, so I'll have to watch your stream again.
Basically, he and Batman had a falling out. He was fired. He's been replaced as Robin as Batman's sidekick when he was fired. At least that's what the rumor is. They're going with that storyline from the new Teen Titans.
Maybe we will see Blackfire. Isn't that Starfire's sister?
Starfire's sister's probably going to play a role in the show because, like I said, for those of you just joining the stream, the Titans series opens up the show to 4 very important things about the Titans that were mostly important to the Titans books, minus the Bat Family, which was never really important, ever. The space aspect with Starfire, the sci-fi stuff, the, the magical, supernatural element with Raven, the Doom Patrol stuff with Beast Boy, and if Cyborg's in it, then you have, like, the technological and, you know, other stuff.
Yeah, he's the techie, so I feel like we need Cyborg.
What they are doing different, because they've never really had a live-action launch for this stuff, is, what's his name? Bat characters are going to appear, or rather they say, Bat Family characters are going to appear in this R-rated Titan series. Whether or not Batman shows up, we don't know. If he does show up, they're saving it because they don't want to announce it right now, because they're not focusing on Batman news at San Diego Comic-Con right now. What they're focusing on is Aquaman, Shazam, the Joker movie, and I'm trying to think what else. They're not really talking about Batman at all. Batman's 80th anniversary is next year, hence why the Joker movie is coming out. And you can expect more Batman news, such as video games and all that other stuff, next year. There will be earth-shattering announcements next year because it is Batman's 80th birthday.
People keep asking about the Clone Wars Season 7, but I haven't really
I can't really comment on Star Wars.
We haven't been watching the Clone Wars. I have 2 really great questions in a row, so I don't know which one I should do first. First one is for K-Wing. Nightwings are one. Which...
I have one question I just want to address.
Yeah, sure.
About the Batwoman stuff, last time I'm going to talk about this. Her show, the reason why it will be successful is not based on the character itself. I have heard, and I can pretty much prove this, that most of her arcs in her show are going to be adaptions from Batman stories, not Batwoman stories. She will be fighting Batman villains, and they are doing exactly what they did with the Arrow, taking Batman stories and using it for that character. Oh, so there will be some Kate Kane stuff, mostly her like life stuff, like what she does, her day-to-day, who she dates, blah, blah, blah. The storyline, outside of her sister being a bad guy, they're going to be using a lot of Batman villains and Batman stories, and instead of using Batman or Robin and Batgirl, they're going to use Kate. That is a fact.
Perchance to Dream was a a story in the Arrow.
Because
Right?
Batwoman has no good stories. Just like Green Arrow doesn't really have any good stories.
No,
but
he doesn't. Everyone hates Green Arrow, but then they made him Batman with a bow.
They've already admitted that. They said it. They said it. They said it. He is Batman with a bow.
So they're gonna make Batwoman Batman with
Yes.
a woman.
Batman has been established in other Earths on the CW, but the Batwoman show, I'm pretty confident that he's not the Batman of that world. It is Batwoman. Batwoman is the only character from the Bat universe, other than probably I don't think Batgirl.
I know somebody else they did that with. Barry Allen, the Flash show. They took all the stories from Wally West.
Yes.
I know my homework. It's really Wally. Okay. John Doe says, K-Wing, which Titans, heroes, and villains do you want... which Titans villains do you want to appear in the show of Titans?
Titans villains I would like. The Key, Dr. Light, the Brain would be fun. Slade, definitely. And, oh my gosh, Trigon.
Yes! Oh, that would be cool. Raven's dad.
I might be alone in this, but I think it would be cool to have Tony Zuko in the first season.
Oh my gosh. But that's animated series. But yeah,
animated series is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Alright, Nightwing, what are your overall thoughts about the trailer? Are you overall excited or disappointed?
There is supposed to be a Batman cameo or reference in the Joker movie after the Joker becomes the Joker. Like, after his origin, the end of the movie will have a tease for Batman. We don't know if it's going to be the new actor who's playing Batman or if it's going to be Ben Affleck. Since the actors know each other, I would personally not bring Ben Affleck to cameo at the last second of the Joker film. I would just get the body double of Ben Affleck. You'd save a lot of money, and that guy appeared in the Suicide Squad thing that Ben Affleck cameoed. It was his body double from BVS and Justice League. He did a lot of the action sequences, like diving off that roof, and he was in the water. Ben Affleck was kind of like the face reveal for that. He was the guy riding on top of the car, and he was doing all that other stuff. So in the Joker movie, I would have the body double of Ben Affleck be the Batman that appears in the Joker movie.
Alright, there's a lot
for the non-speaking cameo.
There's a lot of people in the comments saying they actually prefer the Green Arrow in the comics to the Arrow in the CW.
I love Green Arrow from the comics because what he's missing from the CW is his wit and his charm. He's just a grumpy Batman clone who wears green. I'm sorry.
So you also prefer the comic?
I love Stephen Amell. I appreciate what he did, but he's Batman light. Just like Batwoman is going to be Batman, except in another universe. Z10.
But
it's better than nothing.
Z10 says, I think that was the person. I have to scroll back. What was your overall thoughts of the trailer? Did you overall like it or overall dislike it?
If you guys want my overall reaction to the trailer, you can see it happen live. I did a reaction. My stance has not changed. I am keeping an open mind until I see the pilot.
Yeah.
But
me too.
I don't know.
Can I say, when I first saw the trailer, I said, oh my gosh, here's my reaction. I'm not watching this. And then after that, it was like, wait a second. And then I was like, then my next reaction to it was, whoa, this is worse than Gotham. How could that possibly be possible? And then after I went out grocery shopping and I was getting some milk and I had time to think about it, I was thinking, you know what? There is fire coming out of, Starfire. Even though her wig looks bad, the fire makes it better. I am curious to see the Thing in Raven. I do like DC. I would rather watch a DC story than a Marvel one, even though Marvel makes comfier t-shirts. So overall, even though I initially hated it, I'm leaning towards more open mind now. Maybe it won't, maybe even if the costumes look terrible, maybe the storylines will make up for it.
All right, let me just say this again. Last time, the Batwoman show is going to, just like with Arrow, they are adapting stories from Batman because Batwoman, other than being a high-profile minority character, she has no concrete stories. They have no concrete arch nemesis for her, other than her sister, who they did a couple years ago. Her sister came back as a bad guy to mess with Kate. They are adapting certain Batman stories. Bruce Wayne is not going to appear. None of the Robins are going to appear. The Robins will appear in the Titan show. Thank you. Which is not attached to any other universe. The Batwoman show is part of the CW universe. It's another Earth where only Batwoman is the Bat character. All the stuff that Batman did, Batwoman did in this universe. Does that make sense? Is everybody on board with that? But it's probably going to be pretty cool. There will be a lot of stuff about her sexuality because that's all Kate has. But they will be adapting a lot of great Batman stories with Kate in that role. So the only reason that show is going to be good is because of the stories from Batman, which I'm just telling you point blank. That's why the show is going to succeed. They're doing a lot of really great things with the storytelling from what I hear, and I have a rough idea of what Batman stories we're going to see with this character in place of Batman. They can't use Batman, but they can use Batwoman. So it's better than nothing. Also, Batman will appear at the end of Gotham in costume. It won't be the actor that you've seen. It's going to be somebody else, and that's how they're going to end the show. Is like the last episode will have Batman. And then whether or not we get a spin-off Batman show, probably not. But yeah.
Thank
so
you.
Anyway.
Oh, thanks for the $2 donation, Michael. And would Manu Bennett fit well in the Titans?
Just to end the stream, just to go over our points again. Robin did not kill. He used the gun to shoot over the top of the people's heads, even though they fell over. They fell over in fear. The person he stabbed in the collarbone like Red Hood in one of the Batman animated movies. He did not kill the person. He did seriously wound them. Almost killed them, but didn't kill them. And the person that he stepped on, he did not step on their neck. That was a jawbone that he broke, which would do a lot of serious damage. It would impair the person's hearing. It would make it hard for them to stand up and continue fighting. It's not a lethal move, but it is a brutal move in combat. If you want your opponent to stay down, you would like mess up their jaw, which would disorient them and all kinds of stuff. Jason Todd will appear in the show. Whether or not he is playing Red Hood is unknown. He might have another identity, such as Red X. Donna Troy will be in the show. She will be a love interest / love triangle between Starfire, Robin, and Donna Troy. She will probably not have a costume like most of the characters. She also will shop at Hobos R Us. And Batman is mentioned in name only. Probably won't appear in the show. But it's going to be a decent show, probably, once they get better budget for costumes.
I don't know if you want that as the last question or...
I don't know what that means.
Manu Bennett? I don't know who Manu Bennett is.
I don't know who that actor is, but thank you so much for the donation. So anyway, guys, that does it for the stream. I have to record with my wife because she works tomorrow. This was the last minute thing. Thank you so much for watching my reaction. I will have other reactions for you guys this week, such as the Young Justice trailer, which also will get copyright claimed, and the Aquaman trailer. If there's any other news that happens, I will do a quick video where I post a picture and talk for like 2 minutes about any DC news that happens. And I hope you guys have a great one. Thank you so much for hanging out for this impromptu stream. Have a great night. And if you want something else to watch, there's a new Octopath Traveler episode up on my Let's Play channel. You can go rewatch my live reaction of the trailer of Titans, which was not staged. I waited all morning to watch that, and my cat was there keeping me sane.
Yeah, and I was asleep during that time, so that was totally real. Otherwise, I would have reacted to. My reaction was meaner, so it's good that it was you.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay. So anyway, people, I'm going to try to eat something. God bless Happy Gaming. I hope you guys have a great one. Thank you so much for watching an Arkham stream. If you guys want more of these discussions, whether it's comic book streams or whatever, please let me know. I'm kind of miffed at my network because I said this channel's dead. I really appreciate the 300 of you coming out for this live stream that was random. It made my heart feel really nice. And I don't think this is a dead channel. I just need to try to find time for you guys, and I apologize for that. So have a great night, and I hope you guys are enjoying San Diego Comic-Con. Good night.
See ya. Have a bat-tastic evening.
Okay, that's it.
I know, but I needed to say something.